line as he's dropped at the 23.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Look at this Arizona defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here that's complete. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Then, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Hey, Lion!
Robinson with another carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again especially since they lost the last time out.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Cardinals at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. Brings up a third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making it.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they could still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Third and 3. Now Lawrence. Caught right side, Davis. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Robinson toss play left side. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Robinson up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2 and now on first down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 7. Going right back to Dotson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jahan Dotson.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jahan Dotson.
72 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
35, Cardinals 7. Chris Blewett set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And then unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You got this! You got this! Show 'em what you got! Gonna do it! We got this!
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Isaiah Likely.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Stay tough, boys! Stay tough!
Teamwork makes the dream work!
Big play!
Tua, a final shot before half. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From midfield, here's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Pick it up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Tua now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
13, Luke. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
11.
Lawrence will throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Eso, muchachos, eso.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tua to throw again.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this is Smith with the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Go, let's go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
This is what you get paid for.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 46-yard line.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Now Tua going to change the play. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tua going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Now they'll audible to something else. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, let's go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Cardinals
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next.